Hey everybody, we're back with more Digital Devil Saga. Been a little while since we did this. We've not done this since the grinding session, which I don't remember when that was.
Devour your enemies. There is no other way to survive. You cannot escape your hunger. Warriors of purgatory.
Hmm. Okay. Oh, it's been a while. So in case you don't remember what we're actually doing because of how long ago it was, we are rescuing Sara, who has been taken by the solids as we were distracted at the Maribel base. That's Sara, the girl with the black hair. Going through what seems like some kind of abandoned theme park. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so we unlocked the way to the second floor. We did a bunch of grinding. This is where we're at now, and we're ready to go. Check this. Alright. Let's see what we can do. How is everybody and everybody's mantra? Fresh, fresh. Not bad. Kind of fresh. Alright, let's go eat some solids. Upstairs. I'm hoping the grinding was enough. Not long ago, in a certain kingdom. Tall tower. Alright. See how much further this little game of princess and princes goes. Damn it, I don't remember what this thing's weak to. This is the problem when you take several weeks away from a game like this. Because during the grinding session, I had all these weaknesses memorized. It's gonna be fire, isn't it? Gotta be fire. It's not fire. Lightning? Lightning, alright. Alright, I have to remember that. Alright, new territory. Okay, I know those guys were weak to lightning. And eat that one. Awesome. It gives us a chance to focus on the next one and do 2 enemies down in 1 turn. It's not afraid. Still worked. All about that ice. If it's stunned, get those crits. Fresh brew. Freshly brewed. Okay. So, fresh floor. Do I have the yellow key? No, okay. Guess we're not doing that for now. Okay. Should I continue listening to the Hip Hop Brothers? Okay. Oh, I'm pretty sure I know what these guys are going to transform into. Eho indeed. Get on with it. There it is. The Jack Brothers. Okay, and give you an Agi. And you only have Bufu, so we'll throw that on there. And then another Bufala. An Agi. And another Bufu. That's a good reason not to have heat in the party. Get that. Throw down a diorama. And throw down another Bufu. Jack Brothers are always classic. Jack Frost, Pyro Jack, and occasionally the third brother features, Jack the Ripper. Not often, though. Hey, Craig. How you doing, buddy? We're fighting the Hip Hop Brothers. That might be worrying. If any local take it out before it manages to pull that attack off. It's a good battle theme. Can't argue that. Come on, kill it. Oh, thanks for the host, Craig. Gotta shout out Digital Devil Saga, love. Smack him. Well, in that case, just smack him. Oh yeah, definitely off original PS2. Look at my DualShock 2. As I've mentioned before, the problems with PS2 Classics on PS3, and Digital Devil Saga has it really bad. Specifically with sound lag and the game running slower. And I really hate sound lag. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. Really hope he's not going to keep doing that. Come on. Hee-ho! Yeah, it really is. It's like I was saying in your stream earlier, Craig. Like, it's a shame that so many really good Shin Megami Tensei games are kind of locked to the PS2. You could go with the PS2 classics on PS3, but most of them are substandard. Really? We're not done with them? I can't... Ooh, Jaxel. I can't believe that those games that poorly emulated are being sold. You'd be better off emulating it off your computer. Oh, great. Twinkle Bell. Alright, what do we got here? The question becomes, are we going to see the third Jack brother in this game? This entire sequence feels really out of place with the rest of the game. There's also the case of, like, the Solids have Sara. Yeah, Jack the Ripper. The Solids have Sara. If they took Sara into their base, we'd tear ourselves apart. We'd never get her out. We'd never be able to win. The fact that they're doing this little trap sequence is one of the stupidest things they can. It's one of the stupidest things they can do, because it gives us a chance to take her back. You know what? I'm gonna teleport down to the bottom and refill my health. Because that's the big point with the Solids. They have, like, the impregnable base. We'd never be able to get into it. That's why we needed the Maribel to be a distraction in the first place. And so if they stayed in there, sooner or later we'd either tear ourselves apart or throw ourselves against the walls. Either way, we'd lose. It'd be guaranteed. Then putting this little trap into play is egotistical and stupid. It's what's going to get them killed. So how you doing, Craig? I don't know if I asked that. To play more of the game. Alright, oh god. Really do hate silence. It's a good thing I bought a lot of disc mutes. Pretty sure Apsaris is weak to fire. There you go. Eat it. Nice. Stuff from dinner. Is that a pun? Did you have stuffing? Don't get a stomachache, don't get a stomachache. Nice. Alright, if you're gonna play it like that, I'm gonna just hit you until you die. How we do, Zio? Stuffed pox. So yeah, it was a pun. Good times. Yeah, Digital Devil Saga is great. At some point, I need to get around to doing the Devil Summoner games on PS2. I finally picked them up. They're currently sealed on my shelf, just over there next to where the camera stand is. It was cheaper to import both games brand new than it was to buy the first game, a European copy of the first game used. Like, that's the crazy thing. It was cheaper to get two games imported new than it was to buy the first game used in this region. Alright, what do you got for me? It's gonna be an arcade sequence. Devil Summoner 2 wasn't released in Europe. That's the problem. Chalk it up to Atlas not having a European branch. Between them is the evil prince interfering with their love. A mirror using a switch, you can move the mirror and the princess, manipulate them properly. Is this a light puzzle? I remember this now. It's actually less complicated than it seems. I keep giving them my money, but they keep like not letting me buy their games. Like, Shin Megami Tensei 4 was a pain in the ass because it wasn't released physically in this country. Activate the switch, press the switch, what do we get? What did that do? Not entirely sure. Okay. Two switches. Press left switch. Turn her to the left. Awesome. I thought it'd get better. I thought it'd get better after Atlas were bought by Sega. But Sega doesn't distribute their games over here. Which is really stupid. It's like, oh, Persona 5 might not come out over here. Then Deep Silver steps in to publish it. What if I turn it to the right then? To a queue on their offices. We'd have to travel probably to Japan for that, Crag. Alright, so this is a movable mirror. That's one. And another one. Oh, kind traveller, thank you for conveying my love to the prince. Radical. Just don't no signal me. Oh, not VGA. Put it on component. Well, there it goes again. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Alright, so I've got it working again. Bear with me while we reset the streaming software so we can get the video back. Okay. Well, that was fun. Basically, what happened is I capture and stream PS2 footage through a component signal that is hooked up to a HDMI converter. That's why, in general, it's stretched like this. I shrink it back down to 4:3 manually. And the component to HDMI converter requires external power. I have the USB power supply hooked up through to my TV. It seems like it's just given out. So I've plugged it into the PS2. I wasn't getting a signal for some reason. It's because the capture card was screwing up for a minute. The point is, we're back now. Hopefully it won't happen again. There's a needless, completely needless delay. Although this does remind me, I could do with having Buffu on Argilla. So did we lose everybody when that happened? People still here? Yeah, that was... It just hasn't been going great for the streaming today. Everything started going wrong as I was trying to set up, and then that happened. Ugh. And now Argilla's got a stomachache. That's fun. And the arm on the arm I have the camera on is refusing to stay in the position I set for it. So it has to be in the position that it wants, which is fun. Which isn't my preferred one. Attack it. Argilla can not have a turn, which is great because she's the one that has Aikdi. Okay. Yeah, I can only apologize for that. Hopefully it won't happen again. You might ask, like, okay, we've plugged the USB power supply into the PS2. Why isn't it like that to begin with? And the answer is really because it's not just a component, it's HDMI converter, it's component and VGA. So when I'm using the Dreamcast, it's hooked up through that. But the PS2 isn't on when I'm using the Dreamcast, so there's your problem. But the TV is, so that's why it was hooked up through that. Yeah, we already saw that. And this is where we were. I ended up resetting the PS2 thinking there was something wrong with the video output. There wasn't, it was the capture card. The capture card had kind of shit the bed when the converter screwed up. Revival gem. Nice. Organic cell. Hell, we're always really after money in this game for the mantras. I do want that iron stomach mantra. Oh, I've not fought these guys before. I'm gonna guess they'll be weak to Mudo. Anybody have Mudo? Baby Gale? No, he doesn't have Mudo set up because it is incredibly situational. Well, that suggests everything, doesn't it? How are you guys doing? I'm kind of undecided on whether or not I prefer hammer as a percentage-based attack in this compared to its usual status of instant death percentage. On the one hand, it's not instant death, but on the other, it's a lot of guaranteed damage. Huh. Heal everybody up. Heal back. There we go. Yeah, let's go keep climbing. Hopefully nothing else goes wrong. Like, Atlas really should re-release some of the PS2 SMT games. It's a real shame that so many of them are just stuck to the PS2. Like, if they did a remake or an enhanced port of Lucifer's Call in the same way they did Strange Journey Redux on 3DS, I'd be all over that. Just don't change the art style. The art style in Strange Journey Redux was awful. What's going on here? Okay, throw another Agi. Okay, that is not important. Alright. So, bon appetit. And never eat the last enemy just in case it gives us a stomachache. Because then we don't get any Atma points. Oh, Gale mastered that. Save point on this next floor will change mantras there. Then take the other side. Okay. Ale. Only have 12,000. Yeah, learn more ice spells. And I want to change some skill sets and then save. Okay, you could do with ice. I don't think charm is going to be an issue here. You could do with fire. Also, probably Mudo. We can leave Recalm off the minute, it's mostly a boss skill. Alright. I think we stocked up on revival beads. We should have done. Alright. So go. Okay. No. Yeah, it's gotta be this direction. Press this switch. Remember when everybody complained about mirror puzzles all the time? And they think about it when you see a mirror puzzle and it's like, when was the last time we had a mirror puzzle in a game? They used to be all over the place, like the most common kind of puzzles, especially in RPGs, and now you just don't see them. Two. O kind traveller, thank you for conveying my love to the prince. Yada yada yada, give me stuff. Give me the goodies. Open the chest. It wasn't a trap. No chest. There's the other chest. Huh. Ooh, HP noise. I need to start using some of these noises. I've just been stocking up on them thinking, I'll use these when I need to fully heal. And then I just go to a restore point to fully heal. Well, this one looks complex enough to be the last one. Okay, so... you here... you come from there, there... come from... nothing. So that doesn't work. This way... bonk, bonk, no. But turn this Then we head down there. Yeah, alright, this works. Wait. This one. I like that there's no random encounters here. It's always frustrating in an RPG when you have to do a puzzle and deal with fights. That just circle me round. How do we get here? Okay, so I need this to hit here. Yeah, I need to see this in action. You to you. Yeah, okay, no, I've solved it already. And I was just complicating things. Alright. Okay, Traveller, we hope you'll never see mirror puzzles again. Show you my appreciation, you'll never see mirror puzzles again. Seriously, when was the last time I saw a mirror puzzle in a game? Like the most recently released game. I honestly can't think. Might be this. What is this, 2004? How many games have I played after 2004? How many RPGs have I played after 2004? I don't know. Oh dear.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
I do love this low-key version of the battle theme when you're not transformed. Really nice. When's the bass gonna drop?
Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Alright, let's murder them. Oh, yeah. Frozen. Nice. All those guaranteed crits. Ah, then it got worse. They're not Apsaras. Sarasvati. Shit, I don't remember what they're weak to. I better heal Gale. Oh, that didn't work. It's not physical. Earth? Not Earth. Fire? Fire. I had somebody say burn, baby, burn. kill them before that happens. It's not gonna. We're not gonna be able to prevent it. Come on, Gale. Why is it like every time somebody gets confused, their answer is to revert? Every time. It's like the Digital Devil Saga equivalent of your Pokemon is confused, it hurt itself in its confusion. Genie. Oh, that worked. Alright. 4th floor, what surprises do we have in store? Is it gonna be the Jack Brothers again? It might be the Jack Brothers again. Probably a good idea to keep Gale in the party for now. He's pretty underleveled compared to everybody else. Okay. I get the feeling I'm gonna dislike this floor. Oh yeah. I'm gonna dislike this floor.
Once the princess was captured, it wasn't long before the princes came to the tower. They both meant to rescue the imprisoned damsel. However, the evil prince, in his hatred of the good prince, challenged him to a duel that he might never reach the princess. There, in front of the princess, the two men faced each other, and the duel began.
Oh boy. Not a very snappy name. This game is called Reproduce the Duel by having the princes face each other. You want to get the kids in on this, you have to have a snappier name. That's why Hungry Hungry Hippos isn't called Hippos Eat Rolling Balls. All the way over there. This is an elaborate puzzle. Right, so this is the end goal. I suppose the big question here is, am I going to come out of this liking this more or less than the temple trials in Final Fantasy X? And what does this do? Okay, I'm over here now. Okay, I'm stuck here now. Oh god. This isn't an enemy to fight without being transformed. Ukulane. Damn, I could have done without actually freezing them. Hey, they spelled the name different in this one. Like, Craig, you notice this? The name's spelled differently here. That could have been worse. Yeah, Gale really does need to level up. He's always the closest one to death. What do we got here? Good treasure. Nerve shot. Yeah, no, I'll take that. Alright. Well, that's interesting. Don't have the red key. Huh. Nice. Wasn't sure if I'd be able to take them all down in that turn. Alright, this does circle back around to the beginning. I have no idea what that actually got me. Okay, so you're on a platform. That'd stick us over there if we went on this one. What's this one? There. Alright, let's try this one then. My guess is we need to move. We need to move the red piece. Okay, what's this? See where this takes us. I forget what these ladies were weak to. And Gale is confused. Damn. Fire. Alright, we can work with fire. Come on, Gale. Not actually helpful. Okay, and eat that one so we actually finish somebody this turn. There we go. Oof. Oh. God damn it. Use the panacea. Or do Medea. Here's a panacea. How are you guys doing? You guys doing okay? Keeping up with the plot so far? Hmm. On. I can live with that. And then eat her. And then eat her. Okay. Did we try fire on this guy? Yeah, it's not working. Okay. What a dick. Yeah, no, that's cool. I don't need Rakan. Just hit him with what we've got. The heavier spells. Alright. I didn't expect him to master it that fast. Okay, heal, heal, heal. Make our way downtown. Walking fast, no pace, no faces pass. Because it's a desolate wasteland. Interesting. I forget what Unicorn's weak to. I want to kill that guy first because extra turns isn't what I need them to have right now. Okay. I'll just survive this one. Alright. See ya. So Craig, when was the last time you played through Digital Devil Saga? Get that. Okay. Oh sweet, it's frozen. How are we doing for health? Alright. Bunch of big, dangerous enemies coming out right now. Kind of out of nowhere. Okay, cool. What can you take? I'm gonna guess your weakness is Mudo. Yeah, and I put Mudo back on. I should have done that. Yeah, it worked. Where am I going? So far down. Oh dear. Yeah, cool. Sure, Unicorn has a weakness. Oh, it's gonna be actually a nice temperature. Some more recording I need to do. Yeah. Almost done with Astral Chain. Finish that off. That'd be good. Oh, is it a long game? It's like outright the longest game we've done for the YouTube channel, the Let's Plays. And I'm not bored of it, which is really good. It's a sign of a good game. Well, we did Skies of Arcadia for the stream, and Skies of Arcadia is still the longest game we did on stream. And it's probably my favourite game we've done. Which is saying something when you remember we've done stuff like Eternal Darkness and Ocarina of Time. All the games we've done, and my favourite is Skies of Arcadia. That really says something. Shit. Well, he's not weak to guns, but we stunned him. Hopefully that'll actually do me some good. Okay, you transform. That is working. Yeah, his weakness was never going to be physical attacks. And he's immune to death. Let's keep going for the minute. Is it as simple as that? Have I solved it already? Was it really just about heading up there? Yeah, it looks like that's it. We've done it. Means I want to check the other one first. What does this one take? That one takes us... Went down. So this is the one we want? Yeah, we've not been through this one. Alright. Finish checking this out, head back to the save point, refill everything, then come back up. Oh shit. Come on, let me hit the weakness quick. Okay. Terra and then Tarazi. Looks nastier than it is. I was actually kind of worried. Alright. And nothing left. Where this leads. Still don't remember what she is weak to. And you have a Bufu. And you get a Buffalo. Was it Earth? I don't think it was. No. I don't think it was Wind. No. God damn panic. Alright, at least that's not a status effect that sticks around after battle, like all the others do. That's interesting, that doesn't look like a one-way door. Okay, kill this. Alright. Fire. Fire. Alright. Remember that next time. Nice. And fire. Ready, aim, fire. One more time. And just kill her. And Argilla gets a level. Head to the save point, change Gale's mantra, and then save. Alright, well, concerned I wouldn't make that then. Oh, like Sonic Wave. Alright. And then... and one more for good luck. Damn it. Yeah, still works out. I think we're doing pretty well. Okay, head downstairs to the save point. And I think instead of teleporting to the big save point to restore, what we're going to do is use some of these noises. There we go, full recover. Change a mantra. Learn Fire Demon. And then save. It's still early yet, we go for a while longer. Was I planning to do anything tonight? No. It's good to be back streaming. Like, having that week off, like, just completely lacking the motivation. It's miserable. It's one of those things you had, like, you might enjoy streaming, but in your head it's like, I don't feel like streaming. Hell, streaming will probably make me feel bad, but I don't feel like streaming in my head. But it's good to be back streaming. It's good to be back streaming Digital Devil Saga. Good game, I enjoy it. It's slow, but it's very well designed. And it's very enjoyable. Would you just be weak to something? God damn. Alright, throw everything at the unicorn. I want to throw at that guy. His unicorn gets to live another turn. Which means he gets to pull shit like that. Alright. And then finish Cuckoo Lane off. It's probably not how you pronounce it. I think it's like a... I think it's either Gaelic or Celtic. Never remember. I'll look it up. Find out. Irish. Is Irish mythical hero who appears in the stories of the Ulster Cycle, as well as in Scottish and Manx folklore. So, assuming the name is Gaelic or just Irish, chances are I'm pronouncing it wrong. There's one thing I do like about Persona. If you check the personas out, you do get like the history, story, ideas of them, like where they're from, what they actually are, which is always nice. I appreciate a little bit of lore on stuff. Right, here we go. Yeah. And the two princes meet. And that's that. Well, good job, guys. I don't think that was necessary. How much higher does this place go? Mabufu! Yeah! Mabufu! Mabufu-la! Alright, we've got to be getting near the top. Five Pyrojacks. I'm sorry, I mean part 5 Jack Frosts. Kinda just being like, ugh. How can you confuse Jack Frost with Pyro Jack? And one more time. Alright. He's still going? That sounds like it was the interesting part of the story.
Listen to me.
Ah, shit.
Listen to me.
Yep.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Okay, so let's take care of you. And you're weak to fire, right? Yep. And do another fire. And then do another Bufala. And do another fire. And then do another fire. Alright.
Listen to me.
And then do a Bufala. And then just kill it. There we go. What does this say? Is it the same exactly as this? However, the rest is important. Alright. So it comes with the feeling that this whole prince and princess thing ties into Sara somehow, specifically with the painting being very reminiscent of Sara. And then that last transmission suggests a weird change. There's a save point here, this room's empty, this has got to be the boss though. Let's go do it. It's not yet. Quick, somebody play Ganon's theme. Oh, the stairs got a lot steeper there. It's still not over?
The truly good prince was struck by a fatal blow from the truly evil prince. But before he could complete his plan, the princess collapsed in front of the tragically slain body and sank into deep sadness. Her heart was overcome with despair, and that power called forth great destruction. Thusly, the world fell under a terrible darkness.
That's some nice artwork on that picture there. But what's the trick here? Where's Twinkle Bell? That's what it said at the beginning. What's the twist? Twist is going to be very important. You can feel it. The twist is going to matter undeniably. Carrying your corpse in the darkness where light cannot reach. Okay, so they're not cycling. What's wrong with that one? Interesting. Yeah, let's see where this goes. It's a multi-tiered mirror puzzle. Well, there's Twinkle Bell. You alive? Platforms have mirrors on them. Which means we'll have to move the mirrors into specific positions. Okay, so a mirror goes here. It's going to inevitably shine light there. There. Okay, this is going to take some time. But we can work this. Deliberation. Huh. I expect to find a yellow key here. There were 2 yellow walls earlier on in the dungeon. I'll have to remember that, they'll be worth checking out. I feel like more recent JRPGs, especially HD JRPGs, don't tend to do dungeons like this. Like with a focus on puzzles and art. I feel like they tend to be just like straight runs, make sure you don't die to the enemies. Maybe the enemies will be a little complex. So let's go use that ladder and press that switch again. Those are just lamps. Okay. Yeah, I feel like more recent JRPGs, especially in the HD era, don't tend to really do mazes. Or puzzle mazes a lot. Welcome to the stream, Photon. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, they really don't make them like this anymore. There's always just a feel to an RPG from this era. Same was true with Skies of Arcadia. Like, there's a feel to a JRPG of this era. It just feels different to pretty much every other era. That's good to hear, buddy. Okay, so that's gonna hit there. Where's that gonna land? Yeah, it's like with the temples and the trials in Final Fantasy X. Do the ladder again. Yeah, it's like the temples and the trials in Final Fantasy X. You didn't see that kind of thing again in Final Fantasy 13 or 15. Okay, where are we going? Right, so that's necessary. Then I'll use this to switch this back. Put the other mirror in place. It's all coming together. If we're not going to count 15, we can't count 13 either. Just the thing. I think that's the problem with a lot of RPGs in the HD era. It's just dealing with enemies, trying to make sure you don't die before you get to the boss. Alright, last one. Yeah, brute force, pretty much. No real thinking to it. Then again, how much thought... Is that just a problem with Final Fantasy in general, though? How much thought was ever required in older games? In the dungeons? Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, no, thinking about it, I don't think Final Fantasy ever did dungeons like this. Yeah, dungeons mostly straight runs. Maybe with a couple of gimmicks thrown in, like in Temple of the Ancients. Alright, let's do this. Save point! Yeah, some of those dungeons would get pretty long. But now I'm remembering Ultimecia's castle at the end of 8. Ugh. That Ultimecia's castle had puzzles in it. But I feel like there were puzzles that didn't really have clues. Puzzles where you were expected to know the answer. I did just save, right? Yeah, coordinates C. Alright, let's go do this. Yeah. So you gotta play Ganon's theme here. Run up these carpeted stairs.
I'm sorry. I'll make this quick.
Take you out first. Damn it. Could have done with more damage from that. finish it off. Come on. Damn it. Okay. There we go. Now do heal. You know what it's like? I'm sorry, like, did Final Fantasy ever do puzzle dungeons? And I mentioned like 2 minutes before that the trials in the temples. I'm an idiot. Trials in the temples in Final Fantasy X. Yeah. Okay, so you heal Gale. And just hit it. Stop healing each other. Individual pieces will fall down, but since you do the temples, there's like 4 or 5 temples required in the main story. The temples are always something I remember. That one temple you do where the puzzles have already been done when you go in, you think, great, I'm not going to have to do the puzzles. And then you have to do the puzzles as you leave, and it's like, you bastards. How tall is this staircase? Really want to stop fighting those guys. Throw another one out. I guess just attack her. We're not getting the extra turns for it. I've been meaning to go through Final Fantasy X again for years. Pretty much ever since the HD remaster came out. The HD remaster came out, I got it for the Vita, and I started it. And I think I got to... I got off this. I got past Besaid. The next town. I don't remember what it is. I think that's where I stopped. I've just not been back to it in years. Yeah. It's the big problem. One of the big problems I have, where I'll start playing a game and then just kind of stop. It isn't because the game's bad or anything. My attention just goes... just gone. Yeah. But Final Fantasy X's great. It's got so much good about it. And I've just not sat down to do it in years. I mean, in all honesty though, that's basically what the stream's for at this point. To push me to do these games. Without the stream, I wouldn't be doing Digital Devil Saga right now. God damn it. Yeah, that's enough for now, and then you never went back because grinding. Alright, kill that one. Yeah, like I say, it's basically what the stream's for at this point, it's kind of a dedicated time to sit down and play some games. And focus on some games. We're doing Digital Devil Saga right now, which is good. And we got Project Zero, which we're doing in the week, which I've never done before, which is good. Because I just don't have the attention span or the focus anymore for it otherwise. Ah, shit. Alright. I hope there's a save point up here. Oh, there is. Princess's Chamber. Ooh. Yeah, Project Zero's been pretty interesting. Get back to that on Tuesday. Especially now they have the motivation to stream again. I didn't stream for a week. Yeah, there's always a point in Shin Megami Tensei where it feels like you're kind of beating your head up against a wall. Because you'll just be dying. Shin Megami Tensei 4 handled that pretty well, actually. This is elaborate. Now let's go deal with this. Oh yeah, classic SMT bullshit. SMT 4 was pretty good about that. It still had the difficulty, but it had more accessibility options, which was nice.
And if you do a good job, I'll bring you along to Nirvana.
Who'd want to go with you?
Oh, you don't like me. Well, if you're not going to cooperate, then maybe I'll snap your little neck right now.
You do that, you kill us all, you moron.
Off her. I'll tear you apart, you fat freak.
All right, come and get a piece of me.
Yeah, there's plenty of pieces to choose from. You gonna make a play of this, Bat? I'll finally put you down.
Here's a little something for last time.
You?
If you want the girl back, then kill your leader.
What?
Maybe we'll reward you and your sweetheart with a trip to Nirvana. Mick doesn't give a damn about her, and neither do I. Once we're there,
This is why you're not in
she's all
charge,
yours.
Heat.
And listen carefully. Do as I say, and it'll be worth your while.
Gonna do, Heat.
Heat, no! You can't trust that traitor.
I knew this was coming. Now we'll know for sure who's superior.
Yeah, he is an idiot.
Don't move, maggots.
There is no alternative. Defeat him, Serf.
There's like a ton of alternatives. But if this is the way it's gotta be, prove you're superior to me with a knife wound. Am I gonna kill Heat? Hey Teak, how you doing, buddy? Call out for waffles. Oh, go out for waffles. We can't because Heat's a moron, and this really shouldn't be a thing. This is like at the end of Final Fantasy 13, where you fight Fang for no reason. Sleepy and loaded with work. I can't promise this stream is going to keep you awake. I really can't. Okay, you wanted to make a play of it. I'm going to kick the shit out of you. You forget, Heat, I know what you're weak to. And fun fact, it's my specialty. Idiot. You really shouldn't push this. Well, if you really want to do this all out,
Like you're losing.
I will win this.
Sara back.
There we go. Heat's not a complete idiot. Hogging all the turns. Yeah, I was thinking like that. Like, where's this ability to have more than one turn between turns when we actually have him on our side?
No, you don't. I don't think so, girly.
Oh shit! She's using the Avatar state.
Like my ears.
Quick, kill everybody.
Let go of me.
He did. But to be fair, he also... Like, he had hold of her. And she just went, oh, well, no, I'm out. Like, yeah, good work,
Hey, nice
Mick.
catch. Now just
And
don't
then
drop
I
also
really thought you were better than
stupid
this.
work.
Guess I was wrong, huh?
it. What?
I'm going to join the brutes. It's been my plan all along.
I knew it!
Your eyes look like a pair of tits.
Moron, or I'll crush your skull.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Cielo!
Nice. I hope Bat's dead, but he's not going to be dead.
Doesn't.
That's a good one.
Get out of here.
You see, this was your problem, Mick.
Where are you going?
In your base, you were untouchable. But you came here with one other dude who was already known to be a traitor.
Surf? What was it he'd said he'd do back there?
Yep. We'll tear you apart, you fat freak.
This really shouldn't even be a fight. But it's gonna be because RPGs. So who's played Resident Evil Revelations? Well, that didn't work. Huh. Oh. Well, the point is, like, the monster looked like the dude that you find, the one in the, what is it? It looks like a shopping center. The guy who's partially mutated. Oh, that's not good. You know the one I mean? Yeah, the radio guy. Damn it. Okay, so it feels like there's gonna be some strategy here. Four turns. Well, looks like I got time. What do you reckon the chances are that cutscene's unskippable? Yeah, get that crit. And one more time. Considering you just debuffed us all, you're actually doing way less damage than I would have expected. And heal Gale. This music's actually really low-key for a boss fight. Okay, so let's see this. I have an idea about this. We focus on the bod. No, it still absorbs. And is absorbing MP as well. It's weak to wind. Awesome. Oh yeah, it's good music. Just really low key. It's kind of like when you play Persona 4 and like the main battle theme, Reach Out to the Truth, is pretty sweet. And then I'll Face Myself. Oh. Moth flying around. And then like I'll Face Myself, the boss theme version, is actually way more toned down. Alright, so wind. Not on the body. What if... No. Okay, well that was wasted. Okay, so wind on the head. Oh, you don't have wind? Damn. Wait a minute, this isn't Persona, Zan's Force. Yeah, Reach Out to the Truth is really energetic. Maybe emphasize the seriousness of the fight? Yeah, mellow to be more serious. I need to get to, like, the true final boss with the Genesis. And it's like, it's really heavy track. Really heavy in its mood. And then it eventually builds up to this great orchestral version of Reach Out to the Truth. It's awesome. Love it. The Almighty, is that what I'm thinking of? What am I thinking of with the Genesis, then? Yeah, the Almighty sounds right. keep hitting it with wind. Don't do that. No, I'm thinking of like the Genesis as a name. Check this. Alright, nobody's dead. The name's way too generic to actually figure it out. So have you figured it out, Photon? Now, let me heal everybody. Go Medea. Where's Genesis? The Almighty sounds right as well, though. Let me check this. Genesis, Persona 4. Right. So which version am I actually thinking of? That becomes the question. Is it this version? Yeah, I'm thinking of the Genesis. It builds up into the big orchestral version of Reach Out to the Truth. It's great. I love that kind of thing. I love epic renditions of like themes that you're used to. It's like with Gurren Lagann. You've got Roro Fight the Power plays regularly throughout the series, and then towards the end, you end up with the more epic mix version of it, Libera Me from Hell, with the choir in the background, which builds up into Roro Fight the Power in this really grand epic way to match the scale, and I love it when stuff does stuff like that. It's like, say what you want about Gurren Lagann's awesome. Say what you want about Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. When it played the Final Fantasy VII music, it was awesome. Like the fight between Tifa and Lars, when it starts doing that piano version of the standard battle theme. That's great. Okay, this guy's almost dead. Or his head's almost dead. It's interesting that he's not captured anybody since we figured out his weakness. The camera is really blurry for some reason. Come on, come on. Focus. Focus. It looks like it's getting better. Autofocus can be such a good thing and such a pain in the ass sometimes. Oh no. Boss must have absorbed the camera. But Advent Children has some great music. Like Advent Children's rendition of Genova is great. I love Genova. Everybody always thinks of One-Winged Angel. It's like, yeah, the One-Winged Angel version from Advent Children is fantastic, but don't overlook the rest of it. Or the Advent Children version of Those Who Fight Further, the boss theme, which I think plays during the boss fight with Bahamut's Sin. Would you die already? There we go. Cut off the head and the body will soon follow. So what are you weak to? Ain't electricity. Thick HP. That's an interesting way to put it. Earth. Not Earth. Fire? Fire. Everybody has fire. We got this, boys. Like, one thing that I am actually really interested in with... Do we have Defend? One thing I'm really interested in with the Final Fantasy VII Remake, based off the demo, is that it seems to have brought back a lot of the classic Final Fantasy VII tracks. And, like, if you want to hit my nostalgia button, you do it with music. That's actually a good one-liner, and I'm disappointed that I didn't think of it. You get points for that, Photon. So the question here really becomes... Okay, so Agi gives us the weakness hit, but is it just more damaging to hit him with regular attacks? Yes. Alright, but he's almost dead anyway. So we do 3 Agis and then 3 regular attacks. That sounds like the name of one of the tracks from the original FF7. And like some of the specific area tracks, especially in Midgar, have really weird names that makes it a little difficult to remember which name refers to which. It's like, oh, Wutai, that's Wutai's theme. Cosmo Canyon, Shinra theme. Turk's theme, those chosen by the planet. All those themes, are like, yeah, they're very distinctive with their names, you know where they go. But then there's a load of them that really don't. Let me look this up. Underneath the rotting pizza. Because that's got to play in the slums, but where does it play in the slums? We got an advert that we have to get through. Thanks, YouTube. That can't be skipped. Yeah, no, I know that one. It's a good track, actually. It's good stuff. You can play like any Final Fantasy VII track and I'll know where it's from. The issue really is the names of some of them, especially in Midgar. There we go. Mick is down. That's 3. Nice. That is 3 of the other tribes taken care of now. Hey, Magic. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Final Fantasy VII is just one of those games. To be fair, like, I screwed that boss fight up a bunch. It just wasn't a difficult fight. Like, with how that fight started, with me making those mess-ups, I was expecting to have to do it. Which is why I was like, I bet you that cutscene before that fight isn't going to be skippable. Are you going to be playable now, Cielo? Also, why can you fly and I can't?
Well, it looks like Bat got away.
It spares me for the minute.
He would make a better ally than Cielo.
Oh, come on! I totally saved Sara back there.
Yeah, you're being kind of a
That
dick.
makes me sick.
Yeah, what she said.
What is joking?
As far as I know, it means you aren't serious.
I do not comprehend.
Surf!
Yeah, pretty much. It might be a good idea to call it now because of that.
Yeah, he don't understand self-control.
Well, at
Yeah.
least everyone's all right now.
Looks like Heat
I'm sorry.
got burned.
I came here to help, but
Okay.
only created problems.
Came here to help how?
Isn't anywhere I belong.
What was your
Hey,
entire
why you say
idea
that,
here?
Sara?
You've got a place to stay. Well, I mean, we're, you know.
We're comrades, am I right?
Yeah, that's it.
Comrades?
That's right.
Comrades.
I do not comprehend.
Oh, hush. That's enough from you.
Hey, say something, Surf.
I'm contractually obligated not to say anything. It's my status as main protagonist. Swear to God, Heat, if this leads to an actual boss fight later because you're jealous, I'm not going to be happy. Cielo joined the party. Let's see what Cielo's got. Why don't I get wings? It's like, yeah, my arm blades are cool and shit, but flying. Alright, we've got some stuff we can do. Let's go do some stuff. Okay, didn't expect that. Their best. Just kill it. Nice. How you doing, Magic? We need to change everybody's mantras. I don't know if I have enough money for everybody. 70,000. Still want Holy Beast. Okay, we got 70,000 and learning next level skills would probably be a good idea. Agilao is probably a good idea. We can spare 10,000 for everybody. Soul Mantra. I want that Summer Rick arm, but at price. Okay, let's get you up with Earth then. Cool. The sooner we get everybody to second level magic skills, the better. everybody has Devour skills, except maybe Cielo, because we all just got him. Everybody's got Devour skills. The big issue is, at the minute, I want Holy Beast, because it has Iron Stomach, which means no more stomach aches. The problem is, it's 50,000, and I don't have that money to burn. I'm replaying it, but I've not been this far in a long time. Like, the other save file we've got on this was like an hour ago. An hour and a half ago. Which I did last year or the year before. I've not played this far in a long time. Yeah, no, Cielo just doesn't have hunt skills. An idiot. Yeah, I remember the basic gist of stuff past this point, but it's been a long time. It's like when we were doing Skies of Arcadia again. It had been a long time since we'd done Skies of Arcadia. And so I remember the gist of a lot of it, but there was a lot of stuff that I'd completely forgotten. It was great to go through. What's the thing with Cielo? Like, great, you've got Bolt Emperor, so you have mid-level lightning skills, and that's all you've got. And that's not worth it. What are you guys up to? Honestly, just lack of attention focus. It happens. It's a big part of the reason behind the stream. Ever heard of Shin Megami Tensei Magic or Persona? Hmm. But yeah, this is... Persona is a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei. This is also a spin-off. Like, Persona 5 was the first Persona game in the West not marketed as Shin Megami Tensei Persona. Because, like, Persona 4... Persona 4 Golden wasn't marketed as Shin Megami Tensei. But Persona 3, Persona 3 FES, Persona 3 Portable, and Persona 4, and the remakes of Persona 1 and Persona 2 Innocent Sin were marketed as Shin Megami Tensei Persona. Yeah, this kind of thing, playing the games that you've never heard of, is exactly why whenever somebody tries to recommend me, like, somebody's on a stream, it's like, oh hey, you know, check out Mecha. He does cool stuff, and they'll say, like, check out this guy, they play these games, check out this guy, they play these games, and, like, check out Mecha. What do you say I play? Because I play a lot of weird shit. Yeah, I said Persona 4, didn't I? Persona 4 Golden was, I'm pretty sure I said Persona 4. It's not labelled as Shin Megami Tensei Persona 4 on the spine, which I can see right there. But it is on the front of the box and in the game. Yeah. I need to get, like, once we're done with this, because like a genius, a couple of months ago, I started 4 games. Because I'm an idiot. Well, Persona 4 Dancing All Night and, like, the Arena games, they're spin-offs themselves, so it's like spin-offs of a spin-off. Would you market, like, if imagine how long the title's going to be if you market it as Shin Megami Tensei Persona 4 Dancing All Night. Okay, so we saw yellow doors somewhere. Right there. And we got the yellow key. So I want to check that out. Shin Megami Tensei If. I have to find translation of that. It was fully fan translated a couple of years back. And I have the fan translation and I've not played it. Really should. Weak demons. Alright, field hunt. Been a while since we've done this. Yeah, with it being one of the old Shin Megami Tensei games, it's kind of a difficult watch and play. Because like, there's very little story to those older games. The story can be really interesting and engrossing, but there's a lot of game time where there just isn't story. It depends on what you mean, magic. This was developed by Research and Development 1, which is a team within Atlas. They developed Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, known as Luce was called in Europe. I think it really depends on the game, but there's a lot of crossover between the teams. There's a lot of people who work on multiple games. Like, I think Kazuma Kaneko, who does the artwork and demon designs and character designs, is also a scenario writer and planner for a lot of the games. Kazuma Kaneko? Kazuma Kaneko did a lot of them. The original the character designs and demon designs, from at least Shin Megami Tensei 1 to Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey. At least a Strange Journey are all Kazuma Kaneko. And he has done a lot of the scenario planning as well. Like this character, Surf. You can tell specifically with designs, because Kazuma Kaneko has a very distinct design touch. It's like if you look at Akira Toriyama designs, and you can tell it's Akira Toriyama. It's very similar with that. Yeah, Devil Summoner. All the Devil Summoner games. Alright. Now, all the Devil Summoner games, I think, like, the first one he wasn't the main art designer for was Shin Megami Tensei 4. Wait, no, because there was a different artist who did Devil Survivor. His style is really good, and it lends, I think, a lot of the character atmosphere to the games, especially once the games hit 3D with Lucifer's Call, Nocturne. I think the specific way the characters are drawn really helps with the atmosphere. Yeah. Demi-Fiend is very distinctive. It's a thing I've said before, like, we had Persona 2 Eternal Punishment as a kid. I know we did. I remember the box art. And I didn't play it as a kid, because the box art has Maya on the front. And the box art really creeped me out. And it's Maya, the main character of Eternal Punishment, drawn by Kazuma Kaneko, and it's a really creepy art style. And the way the character looks and the skin tone and everything, it looked really creepy. And I didn't play it as a kid because of that. But when I grew older and got into the Shin Megami Tensei series, it's an art style I really like. Alright. Oh yeah, the original Japanese box art for Innocent Sin looks great. I've actually been working my way very slowly through the original PS1 version of Innocent Sin. Because it's got a full fan translation. God damn it. And, like, one of the main things that's really interesting to compare with the PSP remake is the music. Because Shoji Meguro, who is generally the lead composer for the music in the Persona series, directed the remakes for Persona 1 and the Persona 2 duology. And the music is good in the remakes, but it's also very different. Well, if you're into creepy stuff that isn't necessarily horror, but has horror elements to a lot of its design without being outright horror, Shin Megami Tensei may be for you, Magic. It did a lot of Shin Megami Tensei, but like narrowing down in my head the ones that he didn't do is the big problem. It's one of those things. It's like with Final Fantasy. Nobuo Uematsu did a lot of the Final Fantasy stuff, and then as you go further along in history, it's like, I know a lot of the stuff he did. The question is where he stopped and where he started doing less stuff. And that's the big thing in my head. Yeah, there's a lot of horror elements, a lot of horrific ideas, and questioning of thoughts, morality, philosophy, that kind of thing, which is really good. But I wouldn't call Shin Megami Tensei an outright horror. It's kind of in the same way Castlevania has a lot of horror elements to it, but you wouldn't call Castlevania a horror game. I almost made a mistake there. There we go. Yeah, morality often comes into play in Shin Megami Tensei. Digital Devil Saga is, as a spin-off, is fairly unique in the Shin Megami Tensei series because it doesn't really have character choice as a big thing. But the main series, character choice is pretty important to determine where you end up. Often the case is siding with law, chaos, or neutral. And you don't get a choice at a specific point in the game to say which ending you're going to get. It's based off your choices throughout the entire game. Yeah, Bloodborne's not a bad example as comparison. You will like him, right? Yes. Yeah, Bloodborne is not a bad comparison. Horrific ideas, elements, thoughts. Not really a horror, though. It's like I was saying earlier, though, the big problem with the Shin Megami Tensei series is a lot of the games are locked to the PS2. And if you have a PS2 and you're able to pick up some of these games, great. Digital Devil Saga is not expensive. Last I checked. You know what, I'll check that right now because a lot of stuff wasn't expensive last I checked, and then it was. So let's check on Amazon. It's possible that with the success of the Persona series, that it is now. Yeah, I would really recommend not getting them on PS3. A lot of them are really bad on PS3. The emulation of the PS2 classics is bad. Okay, Shin Megami on PS2 on Amazon. Digital Devil Saga, brand new, is £16. Digital Devil Saga 2 is more expensive all of a sudden. Is Crag still here? It says Crag's still here. Crag was streaming Nocturne a little while back. Fucking hell, the price on that's gone up. Or is it just that Amazon won't show me all the options? Nope, the price on that has gone up. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, Crag was streaming Nocturne a little while back off the PS3, and it hit a point where he just couldn't play more of it because it fucks him over. It's a real shame. I know from personal experience that Digital Devil Saga and the Devil Summoner games have sound lag and run slower than they're supposed to on PS3. Which is why we're playing this on PS2. See the DualShock 2 with the wire. Because like, it's really the only real way to play it. Not because it's the true way, but because it's the only reliable way. Like I say, it's really disappointing that these games are just locked to the PS2. But if you're into getting into Shin Megami Tensei though, especially the main series, the one I'd recommend would be Shin Megami Tensei 4 on 3DS. Like, Shin Megami Tensei 4 on 3DS is fantastic. Damn good game. And then on 3DS as well, you've got the remake, enhanced port, whatever, of Devil Survivor, which was the first Shin Megami Tensei game I played. That's a turn-based tactical RPG. So, like, if you're into Final Fantasy Tactics or Fire Emblem, that could be good for you. Let's head up. I think the down. Next save point is here. A collection of some sort, yeah. Atlas announced Shin Megami Tensei 5 for the Switch several years ago and haven't said anything about it since. You know, the Switch might be a good place to pick one up eventually. Well, the good thing with Shin Megami Tensei is they're not really connected. Shin Megami Tensei 2 is a sequel to the first game, but it's detached enough that it isn't necessary. Digital Devil Saga 2 requires you to play Digital Devil Saga 1 to really understand. But for the most part, a lot of them are very separate. Oh, you don't have Digital Devil Saga 2. I picked these up years ago. The most recent one I picked up was the 2 Devil Summoner games. I imported them from the US. It was cheaper to import them from the US, brand new, fully sealed, than it was to buy the first game, a European copy of the first game used. Well, Digital Devil Saga 2 is the payoff. Here's the thing. They're basically 2 halves of the same game. I played... Alright, my Shin Megami Tensei history begins pretty much with Devil Survivor on DS. Good game. Then I played Strange Journey on DS. And that was my first, like, real Shin Megami Tensei game. Strange Journey is a lot closer to being a proper Shin Megami Tensei game than any other non-numbered SMT game. So that's like 2008. And then after that, it was Persona 4. Strange Journey is really good. Maybe check out Strange Journey Redux on 3DS, the enhanced port. It has a bunch of the quality of life features that Shin Megami Tensei 4 has, like the ability to save anywhere, which is very good for a portable game. Atlas really should have thought of that earlier. Being able to choose what skills you carry over in Fusion and all that stuff. Yeah, after that, it was Persona 4 for me. And then later on, I picked up Shin Megami Tensei Lucifer's Call, which is the European name for Nocturne. And like, I picked them up when I was just doing PS2. I didn't get a PS3 until 2011. So it's like, I've got my PS2 that I got in 2008. I got my PS2 in 2008, and then there was a lot I'd missed. And so I started picking up a bunch of it. And having gone with Strange Journey and really enjoying Strange Journey, it was like, oh, there's I go into the game shop that I frequented that was near my college, and oh, Lucifer's Call, £7? Fuck yeah, I'm picking this up, thank you. And I played that and it was really good. And then from there it just expanded out. Digital Devil Saga wasn't expensive. Because there was a game shop that was really good. It was kind of a national chain. They had stores all across the country. And you could go in and you could ask if they had a game in stock in any of the stores. And if they did, you could request it and they would send it to your store. And then you could buy it. It wouldn't cost you anything extra. And so that's what I did with Digital Devil Saga and Digital Devil Saga 2. My copy of Digital Devil Saga 2 is actually the collector's edition. Which has the different box art, which is really nice. Yeah, GameStop shut down a couple of years back. It was one of the things that happened in the fallout of Toys R Us going bankrupt, which is unfortunate. Rado Kazanoa is worth grabbing when you can. Like I say, over here in the UK, we only got the first one, and the first one is expensive to pick up. Like I say, it was cheaper for me to buy both the games sealed from the US than it was to buy the first game used from here. Yeah, it's a shame. We don't have like any good chains anymore for games. It's like we got Game, but I've not shopped at Game for a long time for a reason. $80. Ugh. I think it was like 60 over here. For a used copy. £60 equates around the same. Of course, this is when I was looking at it years ago. But I picked up the US copies like £25 each, imported from the US. They say fully sealed. It was great. I'm really happy with that purchase. One day I'll play them. A bunch of the SMT games are more expensive now. My moderator, Bane, has actually been trying to pick up Persona 3 FES on PS2, and he's not been able to because the price has gone ridiculous. Interesting. Well, it's the biggest problem with that is when your backlog consists of like 70% RPGs. I don't have original Persona 3. I have FES and Portable. Really grew weak from hunger? I picked up my copy of 3 FES years ago. And my copy of 3 Portable is digital to play on my Vita. I'd argue that Portable is the better game. The better version, the best version of Persona 3. The biggest problem is you lose... It plays more like a visual novel when you're in the overworld, which is kind of... and you lose the anime cutscenes, which is kind of disappointing. Losing the answer, like the epilogue story section, is not a loss at all. There was a theory I saw once that Disgaea being a bigger success than anybody expected, really paved the way for a lot of these games to come to the West. And after that, Lucifer's Call, Nocturne happened. And Nocturne sold well enough. Ish. It wasn't a huge seller, but they didn't throw a huge amount of money into its localization. It's not a voice game. They just had to localize it. It was fine. Honestly, if you've ever seen the answer, you'll change your mind. The answer is not worth it. Disgaea is good. I need to sit down and get through... actually do Disgaea 5. Let's do this. Yeah, a lot of the Monster Hunter games didn't get released over here. That's Capcom though. Like Capcom. The biggest problem with the answer is Persona 3 stands up. Like the big appeal of it is half social simulation, half dungeon crawling, and both sides influencing the other, which is the big benefit of it.
They show up.
The problem with the answer is it takes out the social simulation aspect, and you're just left with dungeon crawling, and it's like 40 hours of dungeon crawling, and it's not particularly good dungeon crawling because it's Persona 3's dungeon crawling just without the social simulation that influences it.
Try somewhere else, huh? Guys?
The structure's material and design make this environment highly combustible.
Probably not a good idea for a ship to be combustible.
I mean, they'll know it's a trap when Sara's not here.
Sara will be here.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like, I appreciate shedding some light on Persona 3's ending, but the execution's kind of... And the fact that it's 40 hours long does not help. Who's the only person with hair short enough to pass for Sara? I'm kind of surprised. I would have expected them to make me dress as Sara.
Okay, this seriously won't work.
Why is that?
Obviously, Sara isn't this tall, her hair is way different, and her arms ain't that thick. Oh!
Well, excuse me.
They only need to be deceived from a distance.
Boss, the brutes are here!
Maybe tone down the pink then.
Already?
Sara and Heat.
They left for our new headquarters a few minutes ago. I hope they weren't spotted.
They moved faster than I expected. We must hurry. If we do not, they will devour us.
Alright, this is gonna get interesting.
Okay, let's do this then. Let's go!
Remain here and intercept Bat. He is sure to enter through the windows.
And make sure to kill him this time.
Understood.
Let us go. We will set traps for them throughout the ship.
Is Bat's wing gonna go back? Can Bat do that? Is he allowed to do that? Why is another group trusting him?
That Sara girl's
He's betrayed 2 groups now.
The woman's there too. There's no mistake. Baron.
Don't ever call me by that name. I am a colonel. Colonel Beck.
Okay. I feel like there are other reasons to choke the dude, but...
And I even know who you really are, Angel. Now get me the hell out of here!
Very interesting. If you truly are the Colonel, you would know that is not possible. After all, it was you who requested this world be locked, was it not? You must open the
Ooh,
door
plots,
on your
revelations.
Don't give me that Nirvana crap! How dare you speak to me?
On that day, everything changed. Now, each individual shall be judged by his karma. Even so, I pity those like you. I'm beginning to understand how this works. Allow me to help you. The bell shall sound, awakening the sleeping one. Seraphita. How long will your eyes remain shut?
Bring me that little punk and the cyber shaman. No matter what it takes. You won't get another chance.
Yes, sir.
If he's smart, he'll kill Bat the minute he's outlived his usefulness. Like I say, Bat's betrayed 2 groups now. It's one of those things of how, like, you always either kill someone who betrays somebody for you, or you throw them away. Never trust a traitor. Well, I need to put Cielo in my party then, don't I? Alright, what do you got? Well, we can't have it like that, can we? Hammer. Udo. Calm. Death Resist's a good one. Like, everything that Cielo has set up here is really kind of shit. Can I replace Pulimpa with Pulimpa? Can I replace Pulimpa with anything? And Mazionga, I guess. He doesn't have any Devour skills, he doesn't even have any heal skills. This is your problem when you let the computer do something automatically. This is going to be a big place. Yeah, I'm thinking, like, it probably would have been a good idea to do some grinding before this. So I'm going to put a save file here. Because there's a good possibility that the smart idea would have been to grind for some mantras for Cielo. But with that, I think we're going to call it a grind montage. Maybe another grind session. Which, gotta make sure to clearly label that so people know we ain't making any progress. We're just grinding. Yeah, I think we're going to call it here. We've played for a good amount, and this ship is probably going to go for a while. This is kind of the thing with a lot of Shin Megami Tensei prior to Persona 3, I would say. It's generally a case of you go from dungeon to dungeon to dungeon to dungeon to dungeon to dungeon, with maybe a little story sequence between some of those dungeons. Like, story is massively on the backlog, on the back burner for a lot of these older ones. Like, if you play Lucifer's Call, it starts off with a pretty interesting story, and then that story steps out for a good 10 hours. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to get that. It's good to get back to Digital Devil Saga. But that is going to do it for today. I want to thank everybody who joined the stream. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everybody in the chat. That's Crag, Teak, Magic, Photon. Of course, Photon was really cool. Did I miss somebody in the chat? Crag. No, it was Crag, Photon, Teak, Magic. Yeah. Thanks for keeping me company, guys. The chat is really what makes the streams worth it. We'll be back Tuesday, 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, with more Project Zero. That's Fatal Frame if you're in the US. Where we'll continue exploring the mansion and the surrounding mountain, I guess. I think. I don't know. Yeah, Project Zero on Tuesday, 8 PM GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. Be there or be square. Remember, it's hip to be square, though. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day, and take care. Bye. Catch you next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye. Thanks for watching.